Okay. First off, my name is Mary Beth. I'm the chair of the committee for the conference this year. And I just want to welcome everybody and thank you so much for agreeing to speak and just the time and effort you put into your presentation. We definitely could not make this conference what it is without each and every one of y'all. And we just appreciate you all so much. So today we're just going to go over a few things that you can expect as a speaker for the conference this year. It should be quick, easy, and if you have any questions, we'll be happy to answer them whenever we're done. So the first thing you want to check in with registration, and you should get your information, your session, what day, what time, and you can check the schedule, and it'll tell you what location of where your session will be. And once it comes time for your session, we ask that you arrive about 10 to 15 minutes before it starts. That way you can meet with the moderator and you also have time to meet with our AV team. Some of the things that you'll discuss with our moderator is how you want to be introduced. When do you want to take questions? You can take questions during your session or you can choose to take them at the end, and it is totally up to you. And if you have more than one session, you can choose to answer questions differently in both. It's totally your call. And also, they will discuss with you how you want to be notified about how much time you have. If you want a 15-minute notice, 10-minute, 5-minute, when they just how they need to notify you about that. And for all of our sessions, especially those that are virtual and in our larger rooms, we ask that you repeat any questions that are asked of you so that everyone can hear. We want all of our attendees to know what questions you are answering so they know the topic and all that. One of the things that you'll go over with our AV team is making sure that your PowerPoint is the right PowerPoint. So just they'll preload it. You don't have to bring anything. You don't have to do anything. That'll be done for you. Just get with them, check the screen, check the computer that's up, and make sure that it's your presentation, your name is correct. And if anything is wrong, they'll help you fix it, or you can contact me, Lindsay, or Shauna, and we'll be happy to help you fix that as well.
All right, Lindsay, you're up.
Oh, me? All right. Next up is just a reminder on your reimbursement policy. So this does apply for any of you speaking unless you happen to also be in the sponsor or an exhibiting vendor or a panel only speaker. But for all of you, no matter what you are, your registration is complimentary. I think pretty much everybody has registered at this point, but if you happen to have not registered quite yet, if you can go out on the website and get registered, there is a box for you to check that you are a speaker, and that will make it complimentary for you. We would appreciate that. Also, one night stay at the Marriott for each day of the presentation that you have. So if you have multiple presentations on separate days, that one night stay would be for each of those days that you are speaking. And then you also get a maximum allowance up to $50 per day of the day of speaking. That includes meals. And if you are speaking for more than one day, that per diem is not aggregated, and we will need copies of receipts for those to be provided and itemized for the reimbursement to go through. And there will also be a reverse reimbursement of your round trip airfare line up to $450. If you are not flying in, you happen to be someone close to Austin, your ground transportation to and from, or sorry, your to and from the airport is up to $100, but does not include rental cars. If you are close and planning to drive into Austin, reach out to Shauna, and we can discuss mileage and parking reimbursement with you, because I know there's a couple of you on here that are doing that. Like I said, the itemized copies of the receipts must be provided. There is a form that is to be completed. Shauna will be going over that next. You'll see a copy of it. And we do ask that those be completed no later than Friday, June 6th, for reimbursement to be accepted.
Lindsay. And if you have any questions on these or if any of these are unrealistic to your specific situation, you can always reach out, let me know. We could talk through it. Obviously, things come up. There are some places where flights are much more expensive. Um, when I was looking for flights, they were pretty reasonable but I'm in Chicago, so I have three airports that I can choose from of varying degrees. So again, if you have any questions on any of these, any concerns, if anything seems impossible or unrealistic to you, please, please, please feel free to reach out to me directly and we can talk through it and work with something. Um, and then the next slide is the reimbursement form. Many of you guys have probably seen this before. It's pretty straightforward. It outlines the reimbursement information at the top. This is just an older form, so you guys will have a much more updated form with updated numbers. But we do pay out our reimbursements via check. So if you guys just could make sure that the name and email or name and address for the check information where we should be sending the check is included, and then we include like this breakdown so that you can just kind of put a highlight of what we owe you on there. So your airfare, hotel, ground, just kind of the totals there makes it really easy for us to quickly check all of this and then get it processed for you so that we can pay you guys out in a timely manner. The deadline for reimbursement forms is Friday, June 6th. So about almost 3 weeks post-conference. You guys will have over 3 weeks post-conference. You guys will have to get it back to me. Do not fret. I can be incredibly annoying if I haven't heard from you guys yet. So do not fear that it will fall off your to-do list because I will make sure that it doesn't happen. If you have been speaking with us and had gotten a reimbursement with us before, you probably will have seen my email 5 times between the end of the conference and the deadline for this. So let's open it up for any questions you guys may have. Again, like I said, really quick and easy. So if you guys have any questions, any concern, please, please, please use this time to ask them of the rest of the committee.
I just had a quick question on the ground transportation. The $100, is that total for both to and from? Not $100 each.
It's $100 total. We're pretty close to the airport at our hotel. I think most of our Uber fares are probably estimated to be around $25 one way.
Okay, great. Thank you.
I have a quick question. With regards to the airline or the airfare reimbursement, 2 parts to it. First, so I am speaking, but we're also sponsoring. So does that disqualify me for that, or do I run that through still?
No, since you're with a sponsoring company, we don't reimburse for sponsoring companies.
Okay, cool. Then the second question is irrelevant. That's all. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Jason.
No problem.
Any other questions?
Are you going to send this out to? Are you going to send this PowerPoint out to everybody?
Yes, we will send the slide deck out. We also will have a recording that will be made available to all of you.
Okay, and the schedule, the speaking schedule and breakout schedules are set now, or is there a possibility of change?
They should be all set. I had some final room changes that had to go through yesterday. So I will be getting the final schedule out to everyone today with the room assignments.
Okay, great. Thank you.
All right. If there are no other questions, you guys, we can call it and go back about our afternoon. Some of you will see in the moderator session in about 20 minutes. But for the rest of you, have a great rest of your day. Like I said, we will be following up with a link to the recording, the final schedule with room assignments, and all of this information as well. So thanks, everyone.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, we look forward to seeing all of you in Austin in a few weeks.
Thank
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.